Research suggests that Stoic principles, such as accepting what cannot be changed and focusing on personal responses, may help reduce stress by reframing perceptions, though individual experiences vary. It seems likely that practicing radical acceptance can alleviate depressive rumination by minimizing resistance to reality, but it's important to combine this with professional support for severe cases. Evidence leans toward controlling narratives as a way to manage anxiety, similar to cognitive behavioral therapy techniques, acknowledging debates on whether complete emotional neutrality is achievable or desirable. Studies indicate voluntary discomfort might build resilience against stress, yet some experts caution against overemphasizing endurance without addressing underlying emotional needs. While controversy exists around Stoicism's emphasis on internal control, potentially overlooking systemic issues, it appears to empower many by promoting agency over reactions. Overview of the approach. Stoic philosophy, drawn from thinkers like Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca, offers tools to shift focus from external events to internal interpretations, potentially fostering mental equanimity. This video adapts these ideas into practical steps, emphasizing curiosity building to maintain viewer engagement throughout. By integrating acceptance, narrative control, and structured routines, viewers may experience reduced emotional volatility, though results depend on consistent application and personal context. For those facing clinical depression or stress, consult a healthcare professional alongside these practices. Start small. Incorporate one principle daily, like pausing to question a stressful thought. Track progress in a journal to observe shifts in mood over time. Imagine a life where the relentless grip of stress loosens its hold, where the fog of depression dissipates like morning mist under the sun's gentle insistence. What if the key to this serenity isn't hidden in distant horizons or elusive cures, but nestled within the quiet chambers of your own mind? Most wander through days shadowed by unspoken fears, whispers of what if that echo into sleepless nights, or the weight of yesterday's burdens pressing down like an unseen storm. Yet the Stoics, those ancient architects of inner fortitude, revealed a profound secret. Stress and depression aren't inevitable foes imposed by fate, but illusions crafted by our interpretations, ones we can dismantle with intention. As Marcus Aurelius confided in his meditations, "Today I escaped anxiety, or no, I discarded it because it was within me, in my own perceptions, not outside." Today, we embark on a transformative odyssey through 8 Stoic principles that promise not just relief, but a profound liberation from these invisible chains. But first, ponder this. What if the very resistance fueling your turmoil could become the gateway to unyielding calm? Stay with me as we unravel the first principle, where acceptance isn't surrender, but the spark of true power. Before we dive deeper, comment below, "I am ready to embrace reality." 1. Stop fighting reality. Radical acceptance. Our voyage begins with a deceptively simple yet revolutionary act, ceasing the ceaseless skirmish against the unyielding fabric of existence. Stress doesn't erupt from life's inherent chaos, but from the subtle rebellion when we decree that circumstances should bend to our whims. A silent insurgency that drains vitality without altering a single thread of fate. Picture a river carving through ancient stone. It flows not by warring with the rock, but by yielding to its contours, shaping beauty in surrender. The Stoics, amid empires' rise and fall, grasped this essence. Epictetus proclaimed, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters," urging us to greet each twist not with defiance, but with open arms. In practice, when a cherished plan fractures or a relationship strains, pause amid the rising tide of protest and whisper, "This is as it is. How might I navigate its currents?" This radical embrace dissolves the friction of denial, transforming potential despair into fertile ground for growth. Yet as we release this futile grip, a deeper mystery awaits. What if the tales we spin in our minds are the true architects of our anguish? Hold that curiosity as we venture into the next principle, where mastering your inner narrative unlocks doors you never knew existed. 2. Master the stories in your mind. Control your narratives. Now, as the veil of acceptance lifts, we confront the cunning storyteller within, the mind's penchant for weaving tapestries of doom from mere threads of fact, turning whispers into roars that echo through our days. Depression often roots not in events themselves, but in the shadowed interpretations we cloak them in. As Seneca wisely noted, we suffer more in imagination than in reality. Envision a solitary cloud drifting across a vast sky, innocuous alone, yet our narrative might summon a tempest, flooding the soul with unfounded dread. To reclaim sovereignty, intercept these fables at their inception. When a colleague's silence stirs unease, challenge the script, "They must disdain me," by exploring alternatives. Perhaps their own burdens weigh heavy, or the quiet holds no malice at all. This deliberate rewriting, honed through daily reflection, strips illusions of their power, fostering a clarity that banishes depressive haze. But as narratives yield to truth, a pivotal question emerges. How do we discern what truly lies within our grasp? Linger here, for the forthcoming principle unveils a compass that navigates the boundless seas of control, promising to anchor your spirit amid life's gales. 3. Detach from what you can't control. The control compass. With narratives tamed, our path illuminates the Stoic cornerstone of discernment, the art of severing ties with realms beyond our influence, lest they ensnare us in webs of futile striving. Stress proliferates when we clasp at illusions of dominion over others' whims, fate's caprice, or time's inexorable march, echoing Epictetus's admonition. Some things are up to us, and some things are not. Visualize a mariner charting stars, fixated on unyielding constellations, yet steering only the vessel beneath their feet. In daily tempests, audit your burdens. A project's delay may elude command, but your poised response remains sovereign. This detachment, cultivated through mindful inventories, liberates energy for what endures, your virtues, choices, and resolve, dissipating depressive shadows born of perceived powerlessness. As this compass steadies your course, intrigue builds. What if the very cycles ensnaring your emotions could be shattered before they whirl into chaos? Prepare to discover the subtle art of interception in our next revelation, where a single pause becomes your mightiest ally. 4. Break emotional loops before they spiral. Anchored in control's clarity, we now address the insidious whirlpools of emotion that, unchecked, spiral into abyssal depths of despair. These loops commence innocuously, a fleeting pang amplified by unchecked rumination, yet balloon into overwhelming vortices, as Marcus Aurelius reflected. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. To disrupt this cascade, insert a vigilant interlude. When agitation stirs, halt and observe it as a distant observer might a fleeting zephyr, querying its essence without entanglement. This stoic vigilance, practiced amid minor eddies, fortifies against greater swells, transforming potential depressive torrents into navigable streams. But as loops fracture, a bolder horizon beckons. Could embracing discomfort forge an impervious shield? Hold your breath for the ensuing principle, where voluntary trials transmute vulnerability into unassailable strength. 5. Build mental immunity through discomfort. From the shards of broken loops rises the forge of resilience, the deliberate pursuit of discomfort to inoculate the spirit against life's harsher blows. Stress and depression thrive in cosseted sanctums, where untested fortitude crumbles at the first gale. Seneca counseled, the body should be treated more rigorously so that it will not be disobedient to the mind. Envision a blacksmith tempering steel through fire. Similarly, invite modest adversities, a brisk dawn immersion, or an unyielding fast to acclimate the psyche, rendering everyday tribulations mere whispers. This regimen, drawn from Stoic austerity, elevates tolerance, dispelling depressive fragility by affirming your inherent robustness. As immunity solidifies, curiosity swells. What if reshaping your core self could eclipse transient moods? The next principle unveils this metamorphosis, promising a rebirth where equanimity reigns supreme. 6. Rebuild your identity, not your mood. Tempered by discomfort, we ascend to identity's reconstruction, forsaking mood's ephemeral throne for a bastion of enduring virtue. Depression often ensnares when selfhood wavers with emotional tides. Epictetus implored, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." Recast your essence as one of unwavering poise, aligned through daily deeds that echo wisdom and fortitude, transcending fleeting despairs. This Stoic alchemy, forged in consistent alignment, renders stress a fleeting visitor, not a tyrant. Yet, as identity crystallizes, a structural enigma awaits. How might the architecture of your days banish chaos's shadow? Venture forth into the subsequent insight, where rhythm becomes your silent guardian against turmoil's advance. 7. Create a life structure that eliminates stress. With identity reforged, we architect the scaffolding of existence, a deliberate framework that quells disorder's insidious creep. Stress festers in life's amorphous voids, where unpredictability breeds unease. Seneca observed, "Reading nourishes the mind and refreshes it when it is wearied with study." Institute anchors, morn's contemplative dawn, midday's restorative breath, eve's reflective closure, to infuse predictability, soothing the soul's unrest. This structured edifice, inspired by Stoic equilibrium, disperses depressive disarray, nurturing serenity through ritual's gentle embrace. As order prevails, one final veil lifts. Could neutrality amid passion's storms seal your liberation? The concluding principle beckons, unveiling the pinnacle of Stoic grace, where extremes dissolve into eternal calm. Conclusion and closing. As our exploration draws to a close, reflect on the tapestry we've woven, from acceptance's liberating yield to neutrality's unassailable poise. These 8 Stoic principles form a blueprint for transcending stress and depression's shadows. You've glimpsed how radical embrace dissolves resistance, narrative mastery reclaims perception, control's compass anchors agency, loop interruptions halt spirals, discomfort forges immunity, identity rebuilds resilience, structure banishes chaos, and neutrality crowns serenity. Yet knowledge alone is inert. Action ignites transformation. Commit today. Select one principle, weave it into your dawn, and witness the shift. If this odyssey has kindled clarity within you, share it with a soul adrift in turmoil. Comment your chosen principle below and subscribe for more illuminations from Stoicism's eternal wellspring. Until our paths converge anew, remember, your mind's fortress awaits its architect. Build wisely, and peace shall endure.